Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lek out there doing his work of faith and live with love and true sincerity. All right, and I wanted to do a lesson, pretty much surrounding the spirit of everything that's been going on as of lately. Starting off with the brothers down there in Dallas, what happened with them, which is the biggest kicker of them all. Other brothers having dreams and visions of the end, and troops coming and different stuff like that. And I actually meant to do this video a couple days ago, but Satan, getting in the way, hindering me and stuff like that. But when Apostle Gabar had did this video here, commentary, is martial law coming to the United States a big fat hell yes? Now, the average person would take little signs that they see and think it's just a coincidence. But us in the spirit, we know that things happen, because the Most High is showing us a sign. And the thing that had happened was, personally with me, I'm just in the house, of course, my family and stuff like that, sleep in the middle of the night. And, all of a sudden, I just hear like rushing through the door and it sounded like a dog, but, it was my son, my oldest son. He was in the other room. And apparently, he had a dream or something. I don't know what was going on with him. But he came rushing and busting in the room, and then the rest of us that's in the room, we just all got up. Because, and mind you, it's like anywhere between, I didn't exactly look at the time, but I believe it was around like 2, 3, maybe 4 in the morning, something like that. Yeah, it had to be closer between 3 and 4 in the morning. And, I'm just thinking automatically in my head, like, yo, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, they come to get me already? Like, I'm like, we didn't get to see, other stuff really unfold yet. Like, it's going to happen this soon. But, that was just a sign to me that, the end is definitely here, because that happened the night before Apostle Gabar did this lesson. And what I was thinking in the middle of the night when I heard my son, and the noise he was making, it sounded like it was a dog rushing in and bust through my door, the way my son came in. And my lady that I stay with me or whatever, and she said, like, why did he sound like a dog? So like we just all just thinking that Esau is coming in and like this is it. You know what I'm saying? And hey man, it was scary, but at the same time it was just like, hey, if this is it, I just let it be. You know what I'm saying? Like just get this over with, man. It may seem like something small, but that was a sign personally that the Most High sent to me, and I recognize it, man. Because as I said, there's no such thing as a coincidence. And for that to happen in my household, and then the next day Apostle Gabar do this video, and then now the thing with Dallas and the other brothers having visions and dreams, and it's just all a part of the season and the signs of the times that the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is showing us that we truly, truly need to prepare more than ever for the end, man. Because we know, according to Esau standards and they red list, blue list, hey, they're going to come in and kicking our doors in the wee hours of the morning. They're going to have their dogs and whatever else that they may have with them, man. Just like how they did during Katrina and different things like that. They all practice forms of martial law, man. The whole Jade Helm exercises, all of these different things, man. And hey, these are scary times, but they're beautiful times at the same time, man. And we just gotta brace ourselves and constantly praying to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua for more faith, day in and day out, to make it through these times, And this is the book of Lamentations 4, and so the verse 17, it says, "As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us." And this is what our people are looking forward to. Our people are looking forward to, Esau, even though they don't know it, but we know that Esau does problem, reaction, solution. They create the problem, the people react to it, then they have a solution for it. So they play both sides of the fence. So when chaos really breaks off, the people are going to be looking for the government to save them. But the government is the same one doing this to you, and there's going to be nothing that you can truly be saved from if you're believing within the system. But we know the difference because we believe in something greater than the system, which is Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shah. All right? So verse 18, it says, they hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. And this is exactly how it's going to be when martial law is going to be implemented, man. The curfews during in the streets and different things like that. During the riots in Newark in the 60s and different things like that, we constantly see these things happen. And how it said in this last verse, it said what? Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. This is exactly how I felt. So even if it was for a brief moment, I know that was just a glimpse of the things to come, knowing that Esau has in place that red list, blue list, when they're going to come in our doors and break down our doors, like, in the wee hours of the morning. So once again, as I said, like, my son busting through the door like that, and he actually sounded like a dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking Esau coming in with the dogs on me. That was definitely a sign that, hey, we need to brace ourselves, because the end is near, our days are fulfilled. Meaning what? The time of us being out there on the highways and byways is about to come to an end, man. And our faith is about to be put to the utmost test, and then we're going to see who's going to truly be the men of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua, and who's truly going to stand stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua. Matter of fact, let me grab this other precept real quick. In the book of Job, I believe it's Job 19, and Job 19. I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, he hath destroyed me on every side, and I am gone, and my hope hath he removed like a tree. He hath also kindled his wrath against me, and he counteth me unto him as one of his enemies. His troops come together and raise up their way against me, and encamp round about my tabernacle. So what does this sound like? This sounds like martial law. This sounds like troops, foreign troops, being up and down the streets of America, like the movie Red Dawn. Okay? They put all of these different signs and stuff out there for the people, and they still don't get it, man. That's why we truly have to be grateful that we have the spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua with us, to be able to see these things and to know the things that are to come, and to prepare ourselves with the word, And it says, verse 13, he hath put my brethren far from me, and mine acquaintance are verily estranged from me. So what? When they come to get us, for the brothers that may have to go through, getting grabbed up by Esau, because every brother's not going to get grabbed up. Some brothers are going to be able to flee, and and different things like that. So every brother's lot is going to be different, But for the ones that do get grabbed up, what, they're going to separate us far from our families, and then what, our families are going to be used against us as bait for us to sell out the Lord, man. And that's when we got to know that, how the scriptures say, he that loveth mother, father, son, daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So that's when we really going to be tested, and it's going to come to a point where, they're going to say, hey, you take the ship, or we're going to kill your son, or we're going to kill your daughter, or we're going to kill your mom. Hey, and you got to say, hey, so be it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand still for the name of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua. And knowing that we're going to reap our reward in the kingdom. And just like the Maccabees brothers, well, not the Maccabees brothers, like the woman with the 7 sons, in the book of Maccabees, the 7th chapter, man. And that's prime example of how we're going to have to be when that time comes, because we're going to be put to that test, man. We're going to be put to that test. And And just through all of this different stuff that's been happening, been going on with brothers and stuff like that, man, I definitely see it, man. I definitely see it more than ever, man. You know, stuff is getting real about a second, man. You know, verse 14 it says, "My kinsfolk have failed, and my familiar friends have forgotten me. They that dwell in mine house and my maidens count me for a stranger. I am an alien in their sight." So that's how it's going to be. You think they're going to want to die for you because they know why, they're being grabbed up, and why they're being treated such way is because of us. You know, ultimately too, Esau just going to be doing this to people in general, but your family, all they're going to know is what? It's because you in the truth. So they're going to look at you like, yo, I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't care about him, because they're going to be trying to save their own ass, man. That's what it's really going to come down to. You know, and that's why, in Luke, the 21st chapter, it speaks about our family members giving us up. So these are all things that we got to expect, man, because our family members' love is conditional. But the love of Yahweh Shema Shah is truly unconditional. People don't know what it truly is to have unconditional love for someone, unless you're really willing to put your life on that line for that person. And Yahweh Shah proved that himself, that he has unconditional love for us as Israelites, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and those of the hopeful elect, man. And ultimately, all Israel, ultimately, But I want to go to the book of 2nd Ezra 14, and I'm gonna start at verse 14. It says, "Let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times." And man, hey, this scripture couldn't speak to me any better, man, because this is exactly what all of us are looking for, man. You know what I mean? No more worrying for bills and, having bosses over your head and different things like that. It's like, Esau, just bring this shit, man, so we could get this shit over with, and Lord willing, inherit our crowns. You know what I'm saying? We endure to the end, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to get the fuck up out of here, man. Verse 16, it says, For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Okay, so it's only going to get worse, man. It's only going to get worse. And Yahweh Shema Shah is giving brothers these physical tests, with the brothers out there in Dallas, and these spiritual testimonies, brothers speaking on their dreams, their visions, their experiences, and different signs and things that they may see. Because, like I said, what happened with me, that was just a small sign. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't like the other brothers having visions and stuff like that, but it was definitely a small sign. And a spiritual man look at all things in the